Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be going over how I made $15,000 in just one day. And I'm going to be walking you through the strategy that we use to do that with my own personal OnlyFans management agency. Okay. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Ethan Bayliss. I run one of the leading OnlyFans agencies based in the UK called Altruist. So as you can see here, this was a recording from the Stripe account that we managed Altruist from, where we collected $15,000 in one day, which equates to around about like £11,800, around about that. So yeah, as you can see, this is my website, Altruist. Let me just give it a little refresh. And yeah, we're pretty big in the UK, and we work with some big models. We have some testimonials, and we provide OnlyFans management, growth, and management services. Okay, and we manage a top model who does $80,000 to $100,000 every single month. So in like the top 0.01% on OnlyFans. And we build that model weekly. So that's how we're able to invoice her for around about $15,000. Okay. So if you go into the link below, you'll find a link where you can apply to join OFM Launchpad, which is a free community where we help people start and scale OnlyFans management agencies. We basically help you out with the foundations, really active community, people getting wins in it after launching their OnlyFans agency, $100,000 here, just launched his agency, making, $1,000. So we have some great results. But what I'm going to show you in this video is a resource in this community, which is going to show you the strategy that we used for this. Okay. So maybe you're new to the OnlyFans management space, which is great because you've got a fresh mind, you've got a fresh perspective. So I can help influence that in the right direction, which is the mindset which has helped me build this leading OnlyFans management agency based in the UK and making $15,000 in a day. But if you've been in the OnlyFans management space, or you've watched some other people, then you won't have such a fresh perspective, and hopefully this video will change your mind about that, okay? And it will impart some of my perspective onto you. So this is a profit projection, so we can use this sheet to calculate the amount of money that we can be making from the models that we sign with our agency. So if you've already got an agency, you can use this sheet, you can put in your numbers, and you can see how your agency is going to perform. But we can also use this as a tool to project how much profit we could be making or how much money we could be making from working with an OnlyFans model, okay? So the strategy, I'm going to show you strategy 1, and I'm going to show you strategy 2, and then you tell me which you think is better and the strategy that you think we're doing with this, okay? So we have the inputs sheet, inputs tab down here. So in the inputs, you just want to put in the amount of models that you're managing. So this is going to be strategy 1. So let's say you're an agency and you're working with 5 models, okay? Now with these 5 models, you've just signed them on and you've been focused on signing as many models as possible because you come from a space where you want to be working as many clients as possible. More clients, more money, right? So let's say you've signed a model which is doing $1,700 a month, beginner model. You've signed a model who's doing $2,500 a month. You've signed a model who's doing $1,900 a month. You've got a model who's doing $800 a month. And then you've got a model who's doing $3,100 a month. Okay, so you've got these 5 models that you're working with. Now, we need to put in the expenses as well. This is something that's important because you want to know how much money you're actually making. So typically 3 to 10% of the model's earnings. Now, you're going to be managing 5 accounts from this strategy. So as a result of managing 5 accounts, that means that your chat expenses are going to be relatively high because you're going to need multiple chatters to manage these accounts. So let's take 10%. So it's going to be in the high end for this. So total monthly earnings is $10,000. Let's change this down a little bit, actually, 1,500. So total is $9,800. So $980 a month you're spending on chatters. The software and tools between $150 to $400. So it's going to be on the high end because you're dealing with lots of accounts. You need lots of softwares and tools to keep up with the number of clients you're working with. So $400. And then miscellaneous. So virtual assistants helping you with promotion, stuff like that. It's going to be a lot on the higher end because you're going to be managing the promotion of 5 different models. Immense amount of work that you need to do. So we're going to put $2,300 for this, okay? So your total expenses will be around about 3.6K. Your combined model monthly earnings is 9.8K. Cool. We then go to the profit projection tab. So this will basically automate the calculation of how much money you can be making with the agency. So you'll be making so $9,800 is how much money your model's making. This is your expenses, and this is your agency revenue. So typically you take 50% rev share of the model accounts that you're working with. Okay, so 4.9K. Your profit margins are 24%, so absolutely abysmal profit margins, but it's because you're dealing with so many low ticket creators. And your estimated profit is 1.2K. So from working with this, in 3 months of constant working to scale these up, you can get up to $4,000 a month in profit. Okay, it's okay, it's all right, but it's a lot of work that you need to take into account here, managing these 5 different creators. Okay, so this was strategy 1. Now strategy 2 is what we did, and it's a strategy which I think is better, and I think it's a strategy which isn't talked about enough within the OnlyFans management landscape, is building a model recruitment system so we can sign high-ticket OnlyFans creators. So we've worked with reality TV stars on probably some shows that you've watched, reality TV stars who use that and they have an OnlyFans account. We've worked with some big adult entertainment names, some of whom you may watch as well. We've worked with some big Instagram influencers, some you've probably seen on Instagram. Okay, so we're going after the top % of talent. Now, as a result of doing this, let's say we've got a model, we're working with just 2 models. Okay, let's be conservative. 2 models. We've got one account which is doing $20,000 a month, and then we've got another account which is doing $33,000 a month. So still not bigger ticket accounts. We're managing bigger ticket creators than this, but still decent accounts. And then the chatter salaries. So we've got 2 accounts to manage, a lot less overload for us. So it's going to be around about $53,000 total earnings. So it's not going to be the top 10% range. We could say it's going to be around about, let's just go with $2,500 a month. Softwares and tools. We don't have to have all these softwares and tools because we're literally dealing with just a couple of high-ticket creators. Let's just say 300, still on the high end, but it would be nice with that. And then miscellaneous, so we're managing promotion across 2 accounts. Again, we can keep it as $2,300. We're working with 2 accounts, which means we need a lot less virtual assistants to work to scale up these accounts. We need a lot less chatters, so our expenses go down a lot. And this is something people don't take into account. Your expenses decrease because you're managing less models, and we're working with bigger ticket models. And we can then look at the profit projection tab. Cool. So we're starting off at around about $21,000 profit, 80% profit margin, $26,000 in revenue for our agency, $5,000 expenses, and total model earnings $53,000. And we can then expect within 3 months to get this up to, what is that? It's a little bit below $60,000. Sounds pretty good to me. So as you can see, working with less creators is actually more beneficial, and it's where I bring up my point of OnlyFans freelance scaling. So working with less but higher ticket OnlyFans models, not focusing on running ads to get models where you just get a ton of low quality models, not focusing on signing low ticket accounts, so creators who are doing less than 5K a month, but actually building a really good model recruitment system so we can go out there and we can pitch our services to high ticket OnlyFans models, even models doing, over $5,000 a month. A model can get to $8,000 a month by just posting some Instagram pictures and being okay at the back end of management. They can do that all that agency. We worked with models who are at like $15,000 a month, and they haven't even worked in an agency before. Okay, so there is a misconception that models can't reach these sort of numbers without working in an agency. And then sometimes models are working with terrible agencies. They're looking to join another agency, even if they are at that stage. Okay, so as you can see, the expenses go down a lot because we're just managing a few high ticket models, and the amount of money that we can make within 3 months is so much more. Before it was going up to like $4,000 after 3 months of implementing high quality systems to scale up these accounts. Whereas now we're able to go up to $40,000 a month. So you can see you can be making a lot more money just by working with less creators, but higher ticket creators. And this is the strategy in which we're able to make $15,000 in one day. We're able to send an invoice weekly to one of our models who is doing $80,000 plus every single month. And that's how we're able to make serious money with OnlyFans management. Because we worked with the model, we scaled her up to $80,000 a month, but we signed her on when she was still at like $8,000 a month. She's still doing pretty good numbers, okay? And even if you're conservative with this, let's say you have 3 models and you work with a model who's doing $11,000 a month, work with another model who's doing $8,000 a month, and then you work with another model who's doing less than that, $7,000 a month. Okay. Then as you can see, the profit projection, you can still go up to $30,000 a month. And you're starting at $7,900 in estimated profit. You still have okay profit margins. So it's important to bear in mind that not only are your profit margins affected by working with lots of models, but also model satisfaction goes down because focus on individual accounts is what is going to scale up the account quicker. If you put all your energy into one particular thing, then it's going to grow a lot quicker than putting your energy into 5 different things. Now, I've worked with some agencies and worked with some people who've said, yeah, I've got like 5 models who are doing, a few $1,000s a month. You're just losing from the get-go, as you can see, proven by the sheet. And if you're working with, let's say, some people have been working with like 12 models, 15 models. I even heard some guy say he was working with 100 models, which I think is complete BS. Is a guy on YouTube. But, it doesn't work at scale. It's so much better to just focus on these high ticket creators, just have a positive cash flow business with a lot less hassle, a lot less time on your side, and making a lot more money for yourself. Okay. So I hope you got some value from this video. I hope I've changed your mind or perspective in terms of OnlyFans management, which is a perspective which is going to benefit you a lot within this industry. And I've hoped I walk you through thoroughly around the strategy that made us $15,000 in just one day. Okay, so take care, guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the video. Check all the links below. Where you can either apply to the mentorship program or you can get access to some of the resources that I've shown you in this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.